Hello and welcome again to another screencast edition of Autodesk Maya. Today we'll be focusing on more of the detailing with hair and, of course, facial hair and regular hair. So you'll see within my character right here is already built. Now, always take consideration of your model depending on which model that you have. Always check within your poly count display to see how much polys you could afford to create further with the detailing. Um, so if you don't have the poly count display, all you have to do is go to display, heads up display, and poly count. This will initiate and activate your poly count feature right here on your top right left hand corner. Sorry, top left hand corner. Anyways, in order to read off of what the poly count is, all you have to do is select your object. Be sure to look through row 4, which is your tries, and look in column 2 to see the amount of total visible polys available. So right now I have 5,066. Now I have 3,000 to afford. So it all depends on how I should approach this. So one or two things, I could probably easily extrude the faces here to make the beard, or I could extrude edges to make the beard. It all depends, really. But right now I'm going to start off with the hair since that is a little bit more fairly easy to work with. So let's see the placement of the hair. So what I'm going to do is add another edge loop. So I'm going to hold the shift key, right mouse button, and hold. It'll open up this set menu. So I'm going to go to insert edge loop tool. So I'm going to click on one of the edges here. That could easily work, or if you're not satisfied, you could undo it. I'll probably use the multi-cut tool because that seems more easier to work with. So let's see. I don't want to have too many polys, but I also don't want to have too little. So I need to make the appropriate decision making of pretty much how I will distribute my polys. So this is a good start right here. Once you have that, press enter to apply your subdivisions right here. So once I have that, I'm going to make slight adjustments in the area here and here. All right. Now, once I already have that, I'm going to go to edge mode here. I'm going to make my selections. By shift selecting point A to point B right here. So this is what I'm going to make. Even though he has a bald spot, he has a little bit of the hairline from here to here. So I'm going to extrude edges to make that. So once I have that, I'm going to press Control E to extrude. Make sure you have that selected correctly. Flip the switch, pull down, and adjust. Now you'll notice right here that we do have some technical issues with the normals. Don't worry, you can easily remedy that by just going to shift selecting the faces here, then go to reverse. It'll reverse the normals back to its original settings as it should. So I'm going to go right here. Aha. Always, also, as a little side note, be sure to be careful on what you select. Aha. See what I mean? As you probably noticed, there was an accidental extrusion. I know with Maya's new feature, of course, the extrude feature makes it more easier, but also more easier to make a mistake. So always be on the lookout on how you select everything else. Okay, there shouldn't be any inconsistencies. All right, so now that we got that fixed, we're going to try this again here. It should be placed within this area, not too far, but just right here. So Control E to extrude. Like I stated before, normals issues, if you have them, shift select the areas that you want to remedy here, and do be careful of your selections. See what I mean? If you're not careful on how you select them, they could easily over select what you intentionally need. So let's see, mesh display, reverse. Okay, go back to edge. Just make sure there's no unnecessary selections inside here. Control E to extrude. And I'll stretch this out here. One more time, press the G key, flip the switch. Make this here, like that. There, perfect. Now, since I already got this, now the next step, what I'm going to do is add the detailing of the hair. Of course, it's very rigid, so I'm going to sort of mess with the placement of each vertex to make the little rigid strands of hair. Adjust this a little bit more here. Or to at least refine points here and here. Again, you want to make sure all sides looks proportionate on each hand here. There. Perfect. That's part one of the hair. If I need to adjust anything, I can use the Sculpt Geometry tool to fix it and add a few other things. Anyways, now the second step right here is I'm going to add, use the multi-cut tool to make a subdivision within this area. Press apply to this. There we go. This is going to be my little ponytail on this point. Do be careful of any overlapping vertices here. I'm going to use the face. So I probably over selected, which I probably did. I'm going to adjust this. There we go. Fix my selection. So all I have to do is Control E to extrude, flip the switch, make this, G to extrude, initiate one of the scale tools to initiate the universal scale manipulator, rotate, right here, G, and one more time here, initiate the scale tool, flip the switch, initiate the scale tool one last time here. It's not perfect, but it's a good start here. Make adjustments however I want. And that would be a good start. Now if I want to add an edge loop within my object, I'll add one right here to make the hairband right here. And there we go. That's the first start. It's always a good start. Make sure you have at least separation from the hairline from here to here. You'll be able to fix this part once you start UV mapping them. Now let's see what else. Now with the beard, this is a little bit complicated. You might have to take consideration of, let's see. Now I might have to use the multi-cut tool. Again, there is no right answer to this. It is all dependent on how you want to approach this and how you want to make this effective in regards to how everything looks like. Yes, I am going to add triangles. I do believe this is a good solution to what can be made. So once I have that, go to face. I'm going to select there you go. I'm going to make the selection to make the beard. And get here. And there. So if everything looks good, Control E. Initiate one of the scale boxes to initiate the universal one. It's not going to be perfect, but it is a start. to adjust. Play with this a little bit more. I think I'll use the sculpt geometry tool to help me out to refine any of the inconsistencies. So I'll just do here, here, and here. There we go. If I want to emphasize on the lips, I'm going to hold the B key, left mouse button. That's one way to approach it. Let's see here. Now for his mustache. So the beard and mustache combo is always the most trickiest part here. So I'm going to use the edge mode to sort of help me out to make the face. So once I have that, again, Control E, flip the switch. I want to make time, extrude right here. There we go. Now I'm gonna fix the faces here for the mustache. Easily go to mesh display and reverse to adjust it. And there pretty much you have it. If I want to add a little bit more, I will do that. There we go. Perfect. So that pretty much covers it in regards to facial hair and hair. Thank you again for another screencast tutorial.